This actually reminds me, like, so random, but I was watching this guy react to My 600-Pound Life.
Oh my gosh.
Which is a crazy
Anna
show.
pulls out the most random, like, online
analogies.
Lore. Like, you know what? I'm here for it, though. So. Happy 2026, and welcome back to another episode of Mindful Corner.
We are so glad to be back, and today we want to discuss a topic likely circulating in everyone's minds, the dreaded New Year's resolutions.
As everyone goes back to school, work, and everyday life, the guilt from laziness on break or regrets from last year may cause a push to make lifestyle changes.
But oftentimes, a guilt-ridden mindset and perfectionism can wear on one's mental health, leading to stress, burnout, and an inability to make healthy lifestyle changes in general.
So I can definitely attest to this as a major perfectionist. I have OCD, and honestly, I would say OCD is probably the biggest perfectionist disorder. I constantly have intrusive thoughts, and they convince me that perfection is something I need in everything I do. Like, for example, when it comes to healthy eating, if I have one day where I go and eat something that's, relatively unhealthy, maybe I get McDonald's or something, I automatically feel like I need to reset the next day and I have to, calorically make up for it the next day. Like, I can't have anything. And that's also just, an ED mindset also playing in there. But just under the same token, so many people have this mindset going into New Year's. It's like they have to start New Year's Day. They wake up early, they eat healthy, and it lasts for maybe a week at most. Like, so many times you put this unnecessary pressure on yourself, and it can be exhausting and lead to burnout. And then eventually, when you don't achieve these goals you have for yourself, if you have anxiety, if you have these mental disorders, it can just lead to so much guilt and so much unnecessary anxiety and stress. And I found myself in that position every year. Every single year, I would write my New Year's resolutions and stick to it for a week or so. And then after that, when I wouldn't achieve it, I would feel so down about myself. And it just leads to more intrusive thoughts, more just feeling like you're an awful person, when really what you need to do from the start is make realistic goals and really stick to something that'll work. You need to make, lifestyle changes instead of you need to make habits that are going to stick, not just habits that are unrealistic. So Anna, if you have any experience with this, I'd definitely like to hear that too.
I'm definitely the same way. Like, perfectionism, like, New Year starts, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do this year differently? Because let's say I wasn't happy with how I was eating last year, or how I was exercising not enough, or whatever it is. And then, it lasts for a week, and then I'm like, oh, screw it. Nobody sticks to their New Year's resolutions anyway. I feel like everyone always says that. Right. No one sticks to them, so why would I even set them? And make people, and the online, a mentality is I don't know, people who go to the gym regularly might post, I can't wait to see people, new people come and, not know what they're doing, because, and that can, steer people away from the gym. You know what I mean? It's
I have seen those.
I saw a post, it was, the leech on January 6th, 2026, and it's a picture of a crowded room, with no room, because everyone's trying to work out more.
Right.
So that goes back to setting realistic goals. Maybe it's not saying, okay, I didn't like the fact that I never worked out in 2025. I didn't like that I didn't eat healthy. So I'm going to just change everything all at once, starting January 1st, and that's going to be it. And I'm going to stick to it all year.
Right.
No,
so
you're not.
Unrealistic. It's
Sorry, but no, you're not.
It's just cutting things out cold turkey. It's going to lead to you going back to the thing.
You're just going to, it's going to make you crave it more.
Yeah, when it comes to cutting things out. But then when it comes to implementing things it's kind of the same principle, where if you put too much in at once, it's not sustainable at all. For me, one of the things was reading the Bible. There was this one year where my resolution was to read the Bible in a year, which didn't end up happening because I started off the year really good. I was reading I was reading so much of the Bible a day, but I started off that way, and I started off good, but then it made it kind of unenjoyable, because I had this pressure every single day. I had to read exactly, I don't know how many chapters. It might have been 4. It was absurd. It was just a lot of reading to start off as, and I hadn't been reading the Bible previously as much, like if at all. So to start off with so much when you're already coming from little is also just what kind of deters people away and what leads to this burnout.
Yeah, like think about the growth that you had to go. It was 0 chapters a day to 4 chapters a day.
Right.
Like 4 chapters a day doesn't seem like a lot, but from 0,
Just cracked
it's
my knuckle. Sorry.
it's a crispy crack.
That was really good.
Wait, cracking knuckle break. And like do a little ASMR. Sorry.
Yeah.
I always get distracted. I always crack my knuckles, so in the background. So if you hear that, that's usually me.
Can't do it anymore, no.
But that's okay. But yeah, like think about that. Like 0 to 4, that's a huge jump.
It's a huge
and you're
jump.
not gonna stick with that. Like, and I hate to say that so bluntly, but it's just true. So if you think about like when it comes to setting goals, I think it's really intelligent and it's a good thing to do to like just add a tiny bit of things.
Yeah,
like,
start
small. Start with one thing. And we talked about this on the other
wasn't Samantha saying that?
Samantha was saying
that, you know, you have to, even though it seems like a little bit in the moment, it's like, this is nothing. Like doing like 1 burpee a day, let's say, if you had like some fitness goal, is nothing. But starting so small.
But that's still more movement than you had before.
Exactly.
So it's still a goal. This one guy like actually had success, and what was happening was instead of like trying to get to the gym every day and like doing this crazy workout routine, it might have just been literally like doing a sit-up in his bed or like standing up from the bed, 1, sitting back down, like you know what I mean, like that's
crazy.
1, 2,
and
like that is.
But it motivates you. Eventually, the next week you're going to be like, I mean, I can do way more than I was doing before. Like you just have this more motivation, and then that's when it becomes not just like a chore to you. It becomes like truly a lifestyle, like a habit. Mm-hmm. My mom, she read this book called Atomic Habits, or listened to it in an audiobook, but she wants to make a lot of fitness changes for herself. Like she really wants to start getting into working out. That was something she felt bad about last year, and she's starting off with literally just 10 burpees a day, which, you know, to the average person sounds like nothing. It's kind of where I got that other burpee analogy from, was from my mom. But she's starting off just 10 burpees a day, which I literally walked in on her doing them, and I didn't know about this whole plan that she had, and I was like, what are you doing? But she was like, I'm doing 10 burpees a day until I get motivated to keep working out. And then her struggle was really with the motivation was she would be so tired after work and she wouldn't feel like working out. But if she has this little goal that she starts off with, I really do believe in her. I really think that she can get to the point where she can do maybe like 20 burpees a day, or she can get to a point where she does a full workout, like a 20-minute workout rather than just the 10 burpees. And you know, again, it just ties back to starting small. It's very
starting
important.
small and starting with what you feel like you can achieve.
Something manageable.
And nobody, also, like, I feel like a lot of times people compare their New Year's resolutions with, I don't know, sometimes it's an invisible audience, sometimes that'd be an online thing.
Yeah,
or like
social media.
If you have no workout routine and then you see an influencer, you like have a crazy workout routine, you think that you need to implement that workout routine to get to look like that influencer.
I know.
But that's just not how it works.
I know.
For me, like, I realized that I liked taking walks and I liked workout classes. So I looked at my class schedule and I said, what can I do? I want to take a walk every day. That's one of my goals. And I want to go to a workout class 2 days a week. I only have 1 class on Tuesday and Thursday, so it seems reasonable to go to a workout class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll do that for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and if that feels like a good like schedule, then I'll just stick with that. But if I feel like I want more exercise, then I can add on.
Exactly.
And then I'll have that Alex Earl ad routine.
Right.
But
influencer culture, you're so right. It can be so toxic. Like you see this like day in the life where you see like my workout split and you see the way these influencers eat, but they've built up to that. I mean, they probably had to start off like we did. Like no one starts off perfect. No one comes out of the womb and already is like freaking like is already a beast and already has their workout split perfect. Like glutes on Monday, like quads on Tuesday. Like, you know, like they don't have this perfect
that's just a
split.
recipe for burnout.
Yeah, exactly.
I've tried that so many times. Like
I know,
exposing myself right now, but
I'm
always like, okay, Monday I'm gonna hit legs and Tuesday I'm gonna hit back and
I'm
shoulders.
The same way. Like I'm on Notion, like writing out my little list. Like it's just. It's good. I love planning things out. Like as a person, not even just as a person with OCD that is, very obsessive about things, but just in general, that's just always been the way I am. I love making lists. I love planning things out. But I just have to remember to be realistic. I oftentimes can be very unrealistic with my goals and with the things that I plan out for myself.
Or like I sometimes, being unrealistic with the goals, that's a huge one. And also just like, I feel like a lot of people see the end result instead of seeing like the steps that it takes to get to the end result. So it's like, maybe your end goal is to work out like Alex Earl.
Right.
But you're not Alex Earl. You're you. Exactly. So work out like you need to work out.
Yeah, and it's important,
and she's
keep
like
the end goal in mind. I'd say,
yeah. Sure.
Like you should never not have this end goal, and like it's always good to dream big, and like that's you don't want to deter from that too. That's another extreme. It's like if you don't have any motivation to do anything, like that's
right. If eventually you want to get to that point,
that's good, but be realistic.
But scale back and think, okay, what are the realistic steps that I need to take to get there? And I think honestly that can be applied to any
I'm showing Anna
anything.
No, continue your thought. But this was my to-do list for today. But see, it's just crazy. Like I have this I don't know, I'm still doing it and I still need to work on it where I just set so many things that I need to do for myself and I really need to make time for breaks. Like I don't have any time for breaks. Right. I make like schedules for myself and I don't give myself any time.
Thing.
Yeah.
Like, wait, I didn't put any time to eat lunch.
Yeah, exactly. And then when I
maybe I should eat lunch.
Yeah, and then when I don't achieve my goals and when I feel so crappy about myself, I'm like, why? Like I had so much motivation before and it's like because you can't your
body's gonna end up just not being able to hold on
eventually gonna wear out. So yeah. So that's really our experience with it, but we also just want to give you guys some advice. We're obviously not experts. We wish we were, but we're just
maybe one day.
Maybe one day, but we're just two college students that are in positions like a lot of our listeners that likely are in college or, if in high school or whatever it is, or even people that are in the work field that, deal with the same things as us. We just want to give our perspective. So we're just going to give some advice on, how to set goals, how to achieve the things that you want to, and really honing in on starting small.
Yes. I think I want to use this podcast as an example. So like, obviously the end goal of our podcast is to become a rich and famous podcast that makes money and is amazing. So, but
like who does not want to have who
doesn't want to talk for a living? Like that's my dream.
Yeah.
But I realized, okay, well, how do we get there realistically? How do we get more eyes on the podcast? Mm-hmm. We become a registered student organization at FSU to get our name out there, be able to table at Market Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Then maybe we can start tabling at certain sororities' philanthropy events because I know Kappa Kappa Gamma, their philanthropy is mental health awareness. So being able to be there and spreading awareness, excuse me. Whoa, learning how to talk, maybe that should be my New Year's resolution. But hosting wellness events, incentives for people to come, free food, free merch, coloring session, coffee, whatever it is, getting people to come at our school. FSU is a huge school, so much potential for people to come to the events, listen to the podcast, then to eventually expand and expand and expand. Mm-hmm. So my advice is think about what you can do realistically right now is a small goal. Maybe your end goal is working out all the time, mm-hmm. but you never work out. So maybe your goal is literally just to walk around the block once a day.
Exactly.
Or once a week.
And it sounds small, but like we said, starting small will be motivating and eventually you can build off of that. You can't start off a place you can't build from. You can't, start. No one starts
at 100.
Yeah, exactly. You have to start, just getting a little bit better each day. And I think that's so important. You hear that so much. And so I guess my advice would be, this is more for people that want to cut things out of their life, because I know there's some things that I definitely want to cut out. Don't cut cold turkey. Don't make it super strict. I mean, depending on what it is, obviously, if it's something you're gonna die from, please cut that out. But let's say for me, mine is to cut out energy drinks. And depending on the level of addiction too, I guess you could cut out cold turkey if it's something you have once in a while anyways. like for me, it was easier to cut that out cold turkey because I don't have energy drinks as often. But if I were drinking them once a day or twice a day per se, maybe you could just make it, if you were starting at twice a day, go to once a day, or then go to maybe half of a can a day. And then eventually you won't need it as much, or you won't feel like you do. You won't get as much withdrawal if you don't have it. You won't feel like it's as good anymore. There was a point where I was drinking so many energy drinks that I just got tired of it eventually. But some people that want to cut it out, they know it's unhealthy and they still crave it. It can be healthy to just minimize a little bit each day. And that's actually a tip I got from my mom, because she noticed, the amount of Celsius I was having, and she was like, okay, let's chill.
Maybe we need to cut back.
So yeah, my goal, don't cut cold turkey if you can. Try to just minimize a little bit each day, and eventually you'll get to a point where it's like, I could cut it out. Like I don't need it at all. So
yeah, that's a really good thing to mention too, is because, I think a lot of people who like drink a lot are like, oh, starting January, I'm going to do a dry January and I won't drink at all in January.
Right. These
but
notions
think about
are
what
crazy.
that actually does. Like, okay, you're not going to drink for January, but you're just going to start drinking again in February. That doesn't seem like a lifestyle change to me. That's kind of, in my opinion, that might be like a societal thing. Is like, oh, I want to seem that I'm healthy, so I'm not going to drink for January.
Right.
But really, you're just like delaying it. You're going to start drinking. And usually people celebrate the end of dry January by binge drinking. So it doesn't make sense to just cut it out, and then you're going to crave it more, and then you're going to be like obligated.
This is more for like addictions. I'd say if there's things like, for me, I was a big scroller, especially over winter break, because like what else do you have to do? Besides scrolling all day.
Doom scrolling.
And obviously I want to minimize that in my life, but I think there's going to be a point. I don't want to, delete social media. I have a presence on there, and then I like to, find recipes on there. I mean, I think you can see the benefit in the things that you consume or that you use.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, for sometimes, in some cases, it can be good to have like a month where you minimize it. But then again, I don't think it should be a cold turkey month. Like you're saying, like dry January, they don't have it at all and then they go crazy. I think you should just try to minimize it for a month and then see, eventually it'll become like just a minimal thing you do on the daily.
Or it could be replacing doom scrolling with another thing. That was another thing I was thinking of, is like, I realized every time I would have like lunch break, I would just be doom scrolling the whole time.
Right.
So maybe I listen to a podcast instead of doom scrolling. Because at least my brain's engaged, or I listen to an audiobook, or I watch a YouTube
something
video.
Nourishing, something that's gonna, promote your mental well-being.
Something that's not gonna just destroy your dopamine. Like, just destroy your brain attention span.
I have totally done over break. It's so bad. Like I can't even pay attention to like TV shows anymore. I find myself finishing half of it. That's how bad it's gotten. So,
or I'm scrolling while I'm watching it, because I need both of the
So I think I just pretty much I know, the instant gratification. It's just it's crazy. So I guess I just basically told everyone my resolution. Mine is really to just minimize the scrolling, but it's definitely hard. It's definitely hard, and it kind of makes it easier, at least being in school now, because I have other things to do. I don't have as much time as I did, but in general, I want to use my free time, in
like wisely,
exactly.
Another tip I have, I just thought of this. This might seem like dumb, but I don't care. So one of my goals is to drink more water and just use a refillable water bottle. Really? But like all my water bottles are like kind of like, they're either old and crusty, or it's like my Stanley, and that like it's too big, and I don't want to carry that around all day, because you know me, like I'll leave it somewhere. Mm-hmm. So I use one of my Christmas gift cards to buy an Owala that I am like going to use, and I'm excited to use it because it's like new and it's cute. So maybe if you like, I'm not saying to go and spend a bunch of money to fix your life, but maybe the motivation you need to work out is buying a new workout set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or at least to get started. Because obviously over time, like when you get into the lifestyle, you're not going to be buying workout sets for every time you work out.
Yeah, that's not what I mean. But
for getting started, to get the motivation to start in general.
Like, I want to go to the gym and wear my new workout set. I think that's a great motivation, especially like now, because that will just... everyone says look good, feel good, but it's really true. Like,
it is
true. If you have a cute workout set on, you're going to be motivated to go to the workout class, That's
another resolution. I just want to, feel more... I think this is just something, people should do more, and I think our society is kind of, like, minimized. We see people wearing pajamas to class, and I'm the same way. I'm not judging at all. I wear pajamas to class all the time. But my goal, I think, just at least for my mental well-being, is to just dress up and feel good. Because, really, when you do look good, you feel good. I used to do it for my lacrosse games, and I'm like... I need need this in my daily life. Like, I need to wake up a little bit earlier, put in a little extra work to just feel better in the long run. If I have my makeup on, my hair done, and my, you know, my cute outfit on, I'm gonna feel better.
Your confidence.
Yeah, your confidence. I mean, even just like your energy. I notice if I'm, you know, dressed in a cute outfit, I'm gonna feel more motivated to get things done, and I'm gonna feel like, ooh, like I'm dressed like, you know, I'm dressed like I could be in, like, Legally Blonde. Like, I need to, you know, act like that. I need to, like, work.
We need to channel Elle Woods in 2026.
Exactly. In 2026, that's the energy we need. So, I'm the same way with the water bottle thing, though. I literally just, my Walmart bag is in here because I just went and got a new one because I want to drink more water. It's horrible, like, how much I've been, like lacking that.
Obviously, this is, like, a delicate line because I am a believer in, like, not underconsumption, but, like, overconsumption is bad and all that stuff.
Right.
But to an extent, like, I feel like sometimes objects can motivate you, and it's not a problem if you want a new water bottle to drink more water if it's going to help you.
Definitely.
But then, at least for me, like, I bought the new water bottle with my gift cards from Christmas, so I'm going to use it because it's my money and I chose to buy it.
Right.
So, I don't know.
And if you're worried about, you know, like, just having things laying around that you're not going to use, like, definitely just donate it. Like, there's options.
There's options for getting rid of things. And I don't know, but I think that extra push, and, like, maybe it's like romanticizing it a little bit. Like, oh, I want to use my
romanticizing life in 2026 is what we need.
That's so true.
That's what I have to do for studying a lot. Is, you know, going to a cafe and sitting down and, you know, having my fun drink and feeling
exactly. And I know that's, like, spending money, and a lot of people are like, well, I don't have the money for that. But there are ways to do it for free. Like, go to the library and use your cute water bottle.
Or go outside. I mean, nature can be so healing in itself. I mean, we've talked about this before, how nature in itself is just a big healer. It can be really motivating.
It's real grounding. And, like,
right. Or just listen to music. For me, music is, you know, a big thing. So. There are so many ways to implement just these healthy lifestyle changes. And we hope that you guys can take some stuff away, some of our advice, and implement it in your lives. We know that no one's going to start off perfect. Neither are we. We just hope this encourages you guys a little bit.
Yes, definitely. Another thing is, like, writing things out. Like, for me, like, in my notebook, I'm like, okay, if I write out my routine, then I'm more likely to stick to it because it's, like, embedded in my
on paper. It's not just in the notes app. It's on paper. It's concrete.
Paper. I'm the biggest pusher of paper. Like, write things down on paper. Like, not
why do we
or
use
an
that?
Apple Pencil or whatever.
Yeah, but like, have it written down. Have it concrete somewhere, or even if
because, like, that, like, the brain to, like, your hand. Writing it down with a pen, like, that is going to, like, embed it in your brain more than typing it. I think typing it, I mean, maybe you're just always a typer and you want to type it out. Like, that's fine. I'm not judging
I'm more of a typer, so I'd say, like, I definitely...
And having it on your notes app is a great way, too, because it's right on your phone. You don't have to have another notebook. But for me, part of the romanticizing is, like, getting a cute new notebook. So,
me too.
I don't know. I love a notebook. I love a planner. I ordered a File of Flax, which is, like, a planner, but... the insides, like, change out, so I can always have the same planner.
That's very nice.
And it was on sale. It's kind of ugly because it was on sale, but I don't care. It's cute to me. It's just, like, really bright. It's, like, bright teal. But
that's okay. But just whatever you need to
$40
motivate
instead
you.
of $70. I was like, okay, that's probably a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
But that's gonna motivate me, and just, like, I just want to pull it out and I want to write things down in my planner.
Exactly. So
I don't know. It seems dumb, but just romanticizing life and romanticizing those, like, goals, I think it's
essential. So, I've seen a lot of people also use Post-it notes. Like, if you really don't need the notebook, if you just need to write down something quickly, and if that's your reminder to get your tasks done, then honestly, just plaster Post-it notes everywhere. Like, that could be a good thing. I see my parents do it. Like, I see some people do it. You know, there's so many ways. These are just, like, whatever we can think of, but. Really, I mean, we're not, you know, I'm not Wikipedia, so we're just giving our take on this, I guess.
Yeah, these are just our opinions and our thoughts, but I really do think that sometimes I find that if I write something down with a pen, like, I don't even need to look at the note because I remembered writing it down.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's real. Yeah.
So I think that's really beneficial. And you also have it written down if you forget.
Right.
And that's no word to forget. Mm-hmm. No one's brain is going to remember all these things. So
exactly.
I think putting it somewhere, and we also talked about that with journaling, like being able to put your thoughts out of your head and onto something is great. And that doesn't always have to be, like, mental health thoughts. It can be thoughts about, I want to work out. So I literally will write out, I'm waking up at 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to leave the house by 9:45, whatever. And then writing that down on paper is just going to like embed that into my thing, and eventually it'll become second nature.
Right. And notice how specific that was. I mean, I'm sure we've all heard of the acronym, like the SMART acronym. But one of the biggest things that people are missing when they're making their goals and that are forgetting with the SMART thing, even though it's literally the first letter, it's just being specific with your goals. It's not just having this general like, oh, in 2026, I want to work out more. Like, what are you going to do to do that?
Work out more, that's
just so, it's so vague. Like, you need to be specific. You need to be like, I want to cycle on Mondays. Mm-hmm. I want to take a 10-minute walk every day around my neighborhood and listen to music. Like, it has to be, it can be insanely specific, but making it vague is not going to help you.
Yeah, so. I definitely agree with that. Like, having it be vague. I literally am so specific. Like, I have a time that I'm going to wake up. Like, I always write down, like where I'm going to park because it's always stress. Like, I just, like, things that stress me out, I want to have a plan for. Right. So then I put that on my goal or my resolution or whatever you want to call it. I like to say goals, resolutions, whatever you want to say. Yeah.
So... honestly, we just thought this would be a relevant topic given the time of year. It's literally the beginning of 2026 and we're all going back to real life, unfortunately. I will miss my family, I will miss my break, but it's also exciting to be back and to be able to, implement these lifestyle changes, but, making them stick, like really like making a change and making myself ultimately a better person. So we hope that this episode really helped you guys with that.
Yes, definitely. I'm excited as well for 2026 because, I don't know, I feel like I finally have a realistic resolution that I'm hopefully going to stick to. I mean, next episode, if I'm like, I didn't stick to my resolutions, then you guys can call me.
Yeah. But like, Anna, what are you doing? Like, you just gave us advice and you're not sticking to it? No. We are going to try our best. We're not going to expect perfection.
And there's no pressure either.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt
you. Yeah, no, you're good. But I think another thing... I learned this in therapy, but don't expect perfection. Just do your best. Just like sometimes just replace those words that are so extreme. Like replace perfect with just good. Like try to be good.
Or just better.
Or better, exactly.
Like if you're I feel like we use working out for like so many examples, but it's so like easy to think about. Like if you're going from zero movement to literally just like, it doesn't even have to be walking. Like, if you're super depressed, I actually learned this in therapy as well, because I used to, like, stay in bed a lot because I was just, like, depressed, and I was just, like, doom scrolling in bed. But my therapist told me, like, if you get out of bed, that's movement. You got out of bed, that's movement. Like, if that's what you're struggling with, as long as you're moving, that's still good. Like, I'm getting out of bed, I'm moving, like, or if, let's say I'm in bed all day long, and I get out of bed and I go eat a cookie, like, then I feel guilty because I ate something sugary. But you got out of bed and you ate something.
Right.
That is healthy. That is good. That is movement. That's you know what I mean? That's like a step towards
just getting things done around the house. People don't even see that as like movement, but it is. Like,
it is.
I'd be tired after doing laundry. I would be so like, I'll be exhausted after doing stuff around the house. I'm like, I don't want to do anything else.
Yeah,
like
maybe your movement is just cleaning. And then maybe that's also your resolution and you killed 2 birds with 1 stone,
cleaning your space. I definitely think
a
clean, organized space is essential to a healthy mind.
Yes.
So that's another thing. But again, be realistic with that. Don't expect your room to be, like, if your room is not, the cleanest right now, don't expect it to be, like, picture perfect by
maybe
tomorrow.
It's like putting away your clothes today, and then tomorrow it's organizing your books. Or, I don't know. But.
Yeah, because I've noticed that when I try to clean everything at once, I definitely just half do everything. So I'd rather just try my best at a little task every day, if that makes sense. Like today, I'm going to organize my makeup drawer, and it's a little tiny thing in my room, but I'm going to try my best at it, and it's going to look amazing. And rather than trying to do that along with making my bed, along with doing my laundry, along with doing everything, and I just don't do everything to its potential.
Yeah. That's literally me trying to clean. Like I used to like not clean ever, and then I would just do like a crazy purge like once every 3 weeks or something.
Right.
But that's just, it's hard because that literally would take me all day. Like I'd do it on a Sunday and I would start at like 10 a.m.
Right. So but why not just like clean like a little bit each day and like generally keep your room organized? Like make that. I think that's
a goal to
like,
I'm going to put away my laundry when it comes out of the dryer.
Oh, I know. That was so hard for me. It's so hard for me. It's like it comes out of the dryer and I'm like, I want to rot right now. Like, I don't want to fold these clothes. But honestly,
But if you just do it, then it's done.
It's done. It's out of the way.
Like, that sounds stupid,
I've learned that so true. Yeah. Or like if I use a dish, like I get so lazy with dishes too. Like I just wash it immediately after and like have it put away because then it stacks up at the end of the week. Like why do you want to do that?
And then
like
it's Friday, you're exhausted, and then you have to do 5 dishes instead of 1.
Yeah, because you don't have anything to eat on. So, you know, just what we're saying is to just, again, make these habits stick and make it a lifestyle. Yeah. Make it a lifestyle.
And do it small, like smaller than you think. Mm-hmm. Like, you might think that, oh, I want to keep my space clean, so I'm going to clean every day, is small, but that's still, like, kind of a big chunk out of, like, your habits. So maybe it's just, I'm going to clean my dishes.
There's still not enough room for growth there. There needs to be room for growth.
Yes, 100%.
So, if there's anything to take away from this, make room for growth with your goals.
Yes, 100%. Make room for growth. I love that.
We hope this bit is encouraging as we enter this new year and season of stress. We wish you all the best with your endeavors, whether it's work or school.
See you next episode. Thanks for tuning in.